What's up, guys? Welcome back to Junior's Garage. Just like I mentioned in my first video, that everything that gets done to this car is going to be recorded. Right now, I'm working on the Alky methanol injection kit. This kit is proven to be one of the best. I got it, it's not new, I got it from the forum. I got a great deal on it, and the best part about this is that it came with a tank, so I didn't have to drill into mine. But if you buy the kit new, the kit comes with instructions, and it'll basically tell you and show you how to drill into your tank. But I'm going to show you guys how I installed it, how to install it, how I did it. And it's going to consist of 3 parts. Part 1 is going to consist of just the pump, the tank, and the drilling. Part 2 is going to consist of the wiring. And part 3 is going to consist of tapping onto the charge pipe and doing the air intake temperature sensor on the intake manifold. And then we'll test that out. On this part, we're just going to focus on mounting the pump and routing the pump wires. You don't have to remove your front fender. You can remove your inner fender splash guard and tackle the job from there, which is on the stock fenders is this part right here. I had to remove mine. I have aftermarket front fenders, and my fender is a one piece, as you can see, and I am not cutting into this fender. I recommend you remove your front fender. Trust me, it will make the job and the installation a whole lot easier. It'll keep you from saying a few cuss words. And again, you know, I swapped out tanks, and there's 3 13mm bolts that hold that tank. So you just remove them, and the tank does not slide out right away because my car is a manual. I don't know about automatics, but manuals have the clutch reservoir right here. So the clutch reservoir is in the way. In order to remove this, you basically just take a flathead. Well, I took a flathead and put it in between the bracket and the clip, and it slid right out. So after you do that, you know, I took a 3/8 drill bit and I drilled through the firewall. Let me see. I don't have any light, but let me see if I'm gonna try to focus on it there. I drilled through the firewall, and inside the car, it will be right next to the dead pedal on the floorboard. And basically what goes through there is the relay, the big long red relay wire, the vacuum hose for the map sensor, and the pump wire. And all of that is laying right under the dash right now. We'll get to that on part 2. But as far as this part, again, on the C6 Corvette, you have to slide the tank up a few inches. Just because the pump, if you try to just install the pump without doing the tank, the pump is gonna sit below the chassis of the car. So it's gonna sit like this piece right here is gonna be like way down here. So you don't want that. You don't want your pump sitting below the chassis of your car. So move your tank up a few inches, adjust your pump, mount it, and you shouldn't have any trouble when installing your fender back on your car. So yes, do it right the first time. On a C6 Corvette, slide your tank up a few inches. As you can see, that's where the tank used to be. That's where it's at now. And there's only 2 bolts holding it, so it's on there tight. They ain't going nowhere. And mark down your pump on where you want it, and start drilling. For the tank, I used a 3/8 drill bit. For the pump wire, I used an 1/8 of an inch drill bit. These are self-tapping screws that came with the kit, so it makes everything a whole lot easier. For the pump bracket, I used the 1/4 inch drill bit. I started with a 1/4 inch drill bit, and I believe I just used the self-tapping screws after I had drilled it, and then it went right in. If you have your pump already set up and plumbed, you know, you can just bolt it on there and run your braided line behind the expansion tank. You know, I've already got mine ran behind the expansion tank, and it's already got the check valve in between the lines. Again, if you buy the kit new, it comes with instructions on how to plumb it. There is a check valve in between the lines, and that'll go to the charge pipe. And I've already got the big long red wire that comes from the relay ran through the firewall, and I went and got me some wire wrap just to keep everything safe. And that is it for part 1. The pump sitting flush with the frame of the car. The expansion tank has been moved up a few inches. The braided line has been running to the engine. The relay wire, along with the vacuum hose and the pump wires, are ran through the firewall. And part 2 will consist of the wiring under the dash. And on this last part, we're going to be tapping into the charge pipe. We're going to be tapping into the intake manifold. And then we're going to make sure that the system works like it should. And from there, you can go ahead and tap yourself in the back, because you done saved yourself a couple $100. And please like this video and subscribe to the channel. And we'll see you on part 2.